feel it? Is your skin tingling? Is the hair on the back of your neck standing? Is your blood pumping? Boiling even? Well, it should be, because it is Friday, February the 26th, 2021. I am James. You are you. We are here for the week ending episode, edition, installment, whatever you might want to call it, of what? Who's that? Knock, knock. Hello, who's there? At home with James. In addition to it being the week ending episode of the show that you see every Monday, Wednesday, and of course Friday right here on Twitch, it is also the final episode in the month of February, because tonight is our very special farewell to February episode. Now, let's get one thing straight. And I'm not going to lump everyone into this because I wouldn't dare on any level lump myself into this. February is a month which tends to give some people quite a hard time, doesn't it? Are you out there? If you are, and you feel that I'm speaking to you, it's because I am. So sit tight. I'm going to appeal to you very shortly. Never has a month been so short, but feels so long at the same time. 28 days, sometimes 29, still shorter than most months where we've got 30, 31. So short, but so bad. Living in the darkness, you walk down the street and you feel the hand dragging you into the dark depths of desperation and depression, all at the same time. Hands creeping up your leg, and it's not above the pants, it's under the pants. You know, like you feel fingers creeping in between your tight jeans, past your sock, all the way up your leg, and then they grab onto your kneecap right there, right onto the meniscus, drags you down into the depths of darkness. That's what we call February. It's not the winding down of the New Year's. No. It's certainly not the love and romance of Valentine's Day, because we all know there's a certain specific type of sadness that comes with walking down the street and seeing a bunch of Valentine's Day crap in a garbage can. Sure, a Christmas tree on the side of the road, it's not a very positive image, but Valentine's Day decorations, ugh, gag me with a spoon. On tonight's show, we say goodbye to a month that gives people quite a hard time. Again, not me. My February is extra long. My February is a combination of July and August. So if you're someone who has a hard time in February, I get it, I know, but I've got it worse. Could you imagine feeling what you feel now, but for like 60 days? Not only 60 days, you leave the house and you feel the hot breath of the summer all across your body. You take a shower, doesn't matter. Look, I'm not going to make this about me as much as I have made it about me, but why can't I make it about me? The show's called At Home with James, despite the fact that numerous people, despite their best efforts, can't seem to get the name of the show right. James at Home, Live with James, James Live. So maybe I want to make it about me. 2 minutes, can't I? We're going to bring the guests on. Can I have this time? Of course I can. Before we really get into it, let me turn and engage with the chat. I want to say hello to everyone who might be watching right now, whether you are talking or lurking. I'll say it right now. It's a very demure chat. I don't mind. It's not like I talk to the chat much anyways, but maybe we need to come to an agreement. The more fiery you get, the more involved James will get. Maybe that's the agreement that we make on tonight's show as we say farewell to February. Much later on, Conor Rose is back. Now, about a week ago, Conor Rose, who was trapped in his closet, had a desperate plea. Someone, anyone, please help me get out. I offered. I was on my way prior to leaving my home right here in St. Henry, best neighborhood in the city. Certainly better than Mile End. I don't know what's going on there. And let's just say it, Mile End has always sucked, okay? It's been an overrated neighborhood. There's no good restaurants. Nothing stays open past 8 o'clock. The coffee's too strong. Everything's expensive. And now what are they doing? They're throwing their own tenants out of the neighborhood. Mile End stinks. What was I going on about? Oh, yeah. I was on my way to the Mile End to help Conor Rose. He said, "Hey, James, don't worry about it. I think I've got some help." So I didn't even get him out of there. I don't know if he's out. We're going to check in with Conor Rose later on. Also joining us in just a matter of moments, friend of the show. This person's she's been on this show through thick and thin, from Instagram to Twitch to today. This person put together a list of the best and worst Canadian television shows of all time. We're talking video and arcade top 10 all the way to Catwalk with a bit of Degrassi sprinkled in between. Hold on. Dedicate show to Degrassi, only junior high and high, no Next Generation or anything that came afterwards. Also, don't talk about Kids of Degrassi Street. That stunk, just like the Mile End stinks. Okay. Alex Brown is going to be here tonight, live and in living color. But before we do that, I would like for us to say hello to the man who's behind the board, tonight's technical director, Dimitri Kirez. Dimitri, what do you think about that intro? I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. How's it going, James? Sorry, Dimitri's not here tonight. I thought I gave him the day off.
What was that last thing you said now?
Say I gave him the day off. It's a friend of Mr. D'Onofrio's. So I told Dimitri to take a hike, and I'm gonna.
Oh, right. Okay, so Dimitri's not working on the show tonight. Last week I met. I don't know if it's one of Dimitri's friends, Papa D'Onofrio, who claimed to make an offer that I would not be able to refuse, which I then refused. You're an associate of Mr. D'Onofrio's, if I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah. He's a friend of mine, and let's just say I pull a couple of strings for him, and and doing some tech for you tonight.
Okay, so you pulled a couple strings for Papa D'Onofrio, and now you're doing tech tonight. Is my understanding that?
Yeah, I'm doing a couple doing a tech for you tonight. My name is Ricky the Mouse, and I'm here to help you out.
Ricky the Mouse. Do you have a last name?
That's all you need to know, James. Just Ricky the Mouse, like a computer mouse. You know, I'm good with
you're
electronics.
Doing tech on my show, and I can't even know your last name.
Why you busting my balls?
It's a simple question.
What's your last name?
McGee.
Well, that's nice. Good for you.
Yeah, well, yeah, good for me. Okay, so you said you're Ricky the Mouse, like a computer mouse?
Yeah, like a computer mouse. You know, I'm real good with electronics. You know, if you get, I can guess your Wi-Fi password.
If you can guess my Wi-Fi password, that makes you good at electronics?
Yeah, I'm like good with electronics. I don't know why are you busting my balls. I can guess your Wi-Fi password if I want. If you want.
Look, I'm just trying to create I've got a very good relationship with all of my texts, from Dave to Andy, to Carla, to Dimitri, who I'm not sure that relationship is good anymore. He's taking the night off, and he is, in his place, hired Ricky the Mouse.
Yeah. I mean, we told Dimitri to take the hike, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to work with you, James. Like I said, Mr. Papa D'Onofrio, he's a very good guy. He's an associate of mine, and we're here to work together so we can make the show as good as it can be, all right?
Well, I have to tell you, I'm a little concerned that you told Dimitri to, quote, take the hike.
Yeah, you can use a day off. You know, you've been riding his ass all a couple of months now.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that verbiage, but yeah, Dimitri's a hard worker, and I really appreciate the work that he's doing. And look, do you have a format for tonight's show? You have a pretty good understanding of what's going to be going on, first timer?
Oh, yeah. Dimitri gave me the full rundown of the show. He said, make sure to do whatever you say, make you look good. But I have some, what do you call it? Some, ideas for how to make the show a little bit better here.
I have an idea to never make that noise on mic again.
Why now? Was it too loud?
It was too much of everything. Too
was it
loud,
distorted?
Too upsetting.
Oh, apologies. I got something in my throat. Hey, listen, James, I noticed the show's a little bit dark, so I decided to add a little of the color to the show.
You've added a bit of color to the show?
Yeah, like a little color to the show. What do you
Okay,
think?
well, I'm looking now. So on screen, you've your definition of color is the text "Go Go Go Italia" with a Italian flag flanking the left and right of the text.
Yeah, what do you think? Add a little pizzazz to the show, and
Well, I don't know if it's applicable. I mean, I had no.
You don't like Italians?
Talking about Italy tonight, I certainly can.
You don't like Italian? You don't like Italy, James?
I have no problem with Italy. I just wasn't anything I was expecting. It's not really, without the context, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Not at the moment.
When
How about
does
this? How about this? How about I move on to my first guest, and then we check in later on. We can bring it back on. We can talk about Italy if you like.
Oh, that's kind of nice, James.
Well,
But
sure.
to be honest, I kind of want to get to know you a little bit more. What can I say? Or maybe I might want to get a little. Yeah, well, I guess I'll use maybe get a little dirt on you, James. Like your Wi-Fi password, for example.
Okay, well, it sounds like you really want my Wi-Fi password. How about this? How about after we talk with our first guest, you get to know me and I get to know you?
All right, James. That sounds like sounds like we were get a deal there. Let's shake on it.
Yeah, it's a deal.
Hey, you're a nice guy, James.
Yeah,
Shame,
thanks.
shame something ever happened here.
All right, well, I don't really know how to take that, so I'm just going to move away like it didn't happen.
All right, I'm gonna take down the Italian stuff for now, but I might bring it back later. I don't know. Depending on.
All right, well, you trailed off from your sentence there, so I'm not quite sure what you said.
All right, take it easy.
Take it easy. Let's get our show back on track here. Our first guest coming to us now. Is this person coming to us from Little Italy? If so, then maybe the flags are applicable. Here she comes. It's the one and only Alex Brown. Alex, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, James. Seems like you got your hands pretty full with Ricky the Mouse over there.
Yeah. Ricky, of all the computer pieces or accessories he could have named himself after, he's gone with the mouse.
Yeah. Not Ricky the trackpad.
Not Ricky the would have worked. Ricky the trackpad. Ricky the webcam.
Ricky, oh, that's good. Yeah.
Just all these very basic traditional accessories to any computer.
But I guess Ricky the Mouse, you could go either way. Could go
you could go either
computer
way.
Mouse or regular mouse, But what does that mean?
he's loving that we're talking about him right now.
It's true. We should, Let's not
now,
fuel that
Alex,
fire.
correct me.
Mhm.
You're in Little Italy.
Yes, I am.
Okay, now you used to live in the Mile End.
I did.
What did you think about my criticism a couple moments ago?
I mean, it's pretty accurate. I feel like, I mean, personally, I do like Mile End. I think it's a nice place.
Yeah.
To raise a child, which I don't have.
Yeah.
So I feel like my options are limited there. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, you're in Little Italy now. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm close enough to Mile End that I can still go get bagels and see all the strollers. But yeah, I think I like Little Italy a bit better. Still
all right, well, there you go. So another neighborhood that's preferable to the Mile End.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Well, Alex, as mentioned, this is the Farewell to February episode. Earlier on today, I tasked you with the job, duty, whatever you'd like to call it, of putting together a personal to-do list of things that you would like to accomplish or experience, whatever you've decided on, once spring rolls around, which is in a few weeks.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, according to the groundhog.
Yeah, well, technically speaking, spring will come whether it is -10 or +10. We know.
Okay, so you're talking like calendar-wise.
Let's go calendar-wise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That is accurate. I'm hoping that first on my to-do list is get over the crippling depression that has lingered for some time.
All right, so we're starting the segment off on a good note.
On a really nice note.
What was that?
Look,
it's can I ask you a question? Can I ask you, is there some type of noise that just came in?
It was definitely a fart sound, and it wasn't from me, just for the record.
Yeah, it wasn't from me either. I think our tech is learning the ropes.
Yeah, it sounds like. Yeah,
I'll tell you what he needs to work on though. His comedic timing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, not great. But you know what, Ricky there you go. Yeah, it's almost interesting that it comes in like the worst possible time, so no one can really enjoy the joke.
It's sort of like in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, that's why he's Ricky the Mouse and not Ricky the Punchline. Or
exactly. Ricky the good at comedy.
All right. Yeah. Well, he can work towards that. Okay. So he left off on crippling depression.
Crippling depression brought on by, a year of a pandemic mixed with February and the fact that daylight savings still exists, even though it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's refraining from getting dark as early as it was, so that must
that
lift
is
your
true.
spirits.
That is no, and honestly, like the last couple weeks have been better for that
Sure.
reason.
It's freezing, but better.
Yes, I have more hope than I had, say, February like 10th.
All right. So the first thing, you want to get over your crippling depression.
Crippling depression.
Now, can I ask you
Yes.
what you would like to do in order to climb over that hump?
Well, I think, I do think being able to go outside and have it not be freezing, it will help. Probably sleeping better would be, something I need to work on.
So you're not sleeping.
I'm not
very
sleeping
well.
great. No.
Now, are you having nightmares?
Not nightmares, but it's sort of just like a lingering low level default of anxiety.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you're waking up and you're not feeling good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, do you ever wake up and the first words out of your mouth is a swear?
Oh, I'm not super like, maybe in my head. Yeah. I'm not saying it out loud.
Because I'll say this, no matter what the month is, whether it's February, August, December, generally speaking, I'm waking up and saying the F word out loud. Which
Really?
is not a good sign.
Is it because like you didn't sleep well, or like what?
It could be. I could have had the greatest sleep of my life. I'm waking up, I'm walking out of bed hunched over, and then emitting from my lips is the F word.
Okay, all right. Well, like that's your morning routine,
Right? Some have coffee, some swear.
Exactly.
Some have anxiety. Okay, let's continue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's continue.
Okay, so next I was thinking like I'm mixing up a to-do list with like New Year's resolutions or something.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So been doing
are you hoping to achieve it, or do you think that you will push yourself to whip yourself up into shape?
Well, that depends on the depression,
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe it's sort of chicken and the egg, I guess, right? I've been doing some YouTube workouts.
Yeah.
So,
some YouTube workouts.
Yeah. That's
now,
right. Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, received some information that I would like for you to confirm or deny.
Sure.
Now, have you been doing yoga?
Yes, I have.
Have you been doing yoga with Adrian?
Yes, I have.
Right. Okay.
Where are you getting your information?
I have sources. I have to prepare when I'm doing this show.
Oh, no.
Whether it's you, whether it's Connor, whether it's Dimitri or Ricky the Mouse, I have to do my due diligence.
We're all doing yoga with
Tell us a little bit about yoga with Adrian.
Okay, well, I feel like everyone who's ever been on the internet knows who Yoga with Adrian is at this point, because that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
I think she's like the OG YouTube yoga lady.
Yeah.
She has a dog named Benji that she likes to sort of really kind of make that a big deal.
And isn't it lovely when he shows up while she's doing yoga?
Yeah, and she's like, oh, if you have a pet, you can pet him. Like, I hate her, like I don't like yoga with Adrian.
Yeah.
And yet I do it every day. So,
right.
That's kind of
you tolerate yoga with Adrian.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the level that I'm at. Yeah.
I would love to have her on this show. She'll never do it.
I feel like, no, that's,
when it comes to, you can't even consider me small potatoes. Whatever, I'm a micro potato.
Right.
Yoga with Adrian. Now, I have no problem. I want to make it clear. If there's any of the Yoga with Adrian people,
look.
Anything that Alex Brown is saying, any views or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of James.
Yes.
Or at home with James. In fact, I'm going to scrub any negative word that was said about her. I'm fascinated by the culture around Yoga with Adrian.
Well, okay. And I don't want to say like, because again, I do watch her videos every day.
Yeah.
So, I don't hate her that much, It's just that sometimes I think like, she just like, it's a lot of talking and a lot of like, just get to the yoga, and I know there's like other people, but I do think she's the best on YouTube.
You don't want the fluff. Yoga. It sounds like you want the substance, but you're using it to get yourself into shape.
Yeah.
Which is great. If you want to do it, great. This is your list. What else?
That's it. Well, this is something that I end up doing like every spring, which is like cleaning out my closet.
Sure.
And I've fallen into the like Marie Kondo thing. So
Now, I would
will.
have said much like multi-platinum recording artist Eminem.
Oh, is Eminem clean? Oh, cleaning the closet. Right. I think even he had like reinvented himself as like, a self-help.
Oh yeah,
kind of
yeah.
guy.
Eminem, yeah,
He
he's
cleaned your
cornered the market
closet.
on how to declutter your home.
He could do that. That would actually be great. It could be
Yeah.
called cleaning out my closet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we
You
just
know?
we just wrote an SNL premise for 15 years ago. Yeah.
Let's call Netflix and
Yeah.
they'll not answer our call.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's probably my next to-do list.
Okay.
I also reorganized my cupboards today.
Okay,
So,
very nice. You're cleaning out your cupboards.
cleaning out my cupboards.
All right.
That's my cover of the Eminem song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like spring is very much like kind of the things that I thought I was going to do in terms of like New Year's resolutions, which I never actually even set.
Yeah.
Sort of happen in the spring a bit more.
Now, I want to jump in here. This is all very practical.
Yes.
Superb. What about fun? Right? I
Mm.
want to know what you want to do to spring into spring.
Yeah.
But also spring into fun.
Spring into fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this an Old Navy commercial?
You know what? It might be. If there's any Old Navy people out there, I love your clothes.
Yeah. All the Old Navy reps.
Old Navy will give me the time, but Yoga with Adrian won't.
Oh, she's way bigger than Old Navy. Wow. Haven't thought about fun in a while.
Well, hold on, but let's brainstorm right now, Alex. Don't think too hard. What do you like to do for fun?
I like to go swimming, which isn't something you can do in the spring.
Sure, yeah, that's unless you go to an indoor pool.
That's true. I could go to an indoor pool. Yeah, which I think are opening up again, actually.
Sure.
Yeah. I do like that. I like to go for walks on the mountain.
Great.
That's a nice thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like to go to the park with my friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of these things you're going to be able to accomplish.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep going here. Don't sell yourself short here, Browntown.
Okay. I like to I don't know. I like to start my gardening.
Spring.
Yeah, exactly. Get all my seeds.
Okay.
Figured out.
Sure.
Yeah. Wow. I am a middle-aged woman. That's
you know what though?
What I'm realizing.
Don't say that about yourself. You know what? I think that you should do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That makes you happy. Whether it's stuff that any other 32, 33-year-old would do.
All right. Okay. Well. Look.
Yeah. Whether they're on a rooftop sipping Cristal, or whether they're in their little Jardina planting tomato seeds.
It's true. It's like, at this point, you gotta just do what you want to do. You know
what I think you should do?
What's that?
I think you should get a pair of leather pants.
Really?
I think, why not?
Like Ross from Friends?
I've never seen that show.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were a Friends fan.
I'm not a Friends fan. I'll tell you what, I'm not a Friends fan.
I thought it was your favorite show.
What's my favorite show?
Oh, I thought Friends was your favorite show.
You thought that about me? I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
What's your favorite show?
That's a very difficult thing to pick. Maybe like the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. I mean, I'm the same.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah. We're friends again.
We're friends again.
Now, have you ever owned leather pants?
I owned a leather skirt. I've never owned leather pants.
Because sometimes when people come on the show, I like to give them things that they can strive for. Now, have you ever heard of this Dale Bernier guy?
I've met Dale Bernier, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He came on the show. This guy was struggling to find his place on the show until one day I said, I don't want this Dale guy anymore.
Oh.
With the help of the audience, we rechristened him Chet Rankin. I said,
okay.
He says to me, I want to pick up the guitar and write some stuff. I said, you write your girlfriend a song, and his girlfriend is a very tall lady. I said, you write her a song called My Tall Lady.
Oh.
People don't even talk about Dale Bernier anymore. They're all about Chet Rankin. And this leads me to suggesting that I think you get a pair of leather pants. Sounds crazy, right?
No, look.
Me telling Dale you're no longer Dale anymore sounded crazy.
Right.
I say you get yourself a pair of leather pants.
Leather pants, yep.
And we start calling you Downtown Alex Brown.
All right. I love it. That's just what I need.
What about a pair of just big sunglasses, like big frames?
Yep. Like comically large.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I might kick myself for doing this.
Uh-oh.
Once spring rolls around, I nominate myself to go shopping with you.
Yes.
Within a reasonable price limit, I will buy the leather pants.
Oh my God. I bet we could find a pair at, Salvation Army.
We're not
leather pants.
We're not going brand new on these things.
I don't know what used.
Downtown Alex Brown. Leather clad, born to be bad.
Holy. But then I'm just still doing all of the things that I like, which is like
gardening. Yeah, you got to garden in leather pants. You have to walk up the mountain in these leather pants.
And they're just stuck to me.
Yeah. It's really hot out too.
Yeah, it's like one of those hot spring days.
Yeah. You got to do yoga with Adrian in the leather pants.
Wow, I can't wait for this.
Downtown Alex Brown.
I love it.
Leather clad, born to be bad. Look, Alex, before we move on to whatever this show is tonight, any final thoughts about things that you want to put on the to-do list in the coming months?
Look, I think we've pretty much nailed it at this point. You know, I think keeping everything the same, but the addition of leather pants sort of just like has really tied everything together. And I feel like I don't need to go to therapy anymore, Look, so thank you.
Months ago, someone said on the show, James, you got to smile more. And I thought, I got to pay it forward by giving other people things because we're not above self-improvement.
No, not at all. Yeah. That's what spring should be about.
I agree. Self-improvement, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Alex, look, I love when you come on. Thanks so much for being here. Next time you come back, it's going to be a whole different ball game.
Oh boy, look out, everybody. Well, thanks for having me again.
The pleasure's all mine. Have a good weekend, Alex. Take care.
You too. Happy spring.
Happy spring. It's coming. It's coming. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I told Dale you're Chet Rankin. I think I told Sid to grow a beard, which I don't. Let me see if check in on Sid's beard. Now I'm giving Alex Brown this whole new way of living. And it's because Lisa Palmieri said, James, you got to smile more, which reminds me. Well, on that note, now that we've heard that, let's check in with Ricky the Mouse. Ricky, are you're still in the booth, I assume?
Yeah. Yeah, we're having a good time in here.
Yeah, we are having a good time. I want to make an assumption that you were the one playing with those sound effects. We heard an air horn and flatulence. Like that.
Yeah, I was playing around with a couple of things. I got a board going on here, James, and I'm having fun. But
you got a soundboard of sound effects?
Yeah, I got a little soundboard. I loaded them up before the show, and I was pretty excited to, pizzazz the show up a little bit. I've been watching for a few weeks, and I noticed that you can really use a little bit of pizzazz in the show. It's a little, drags sometimes.
Okay, that's fair. Now, what was that last sound effect that you played while I was smiling?
Oh, this is the anime wow. You want to hear it again?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear that sound.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me like a line or something like that.
All right, well, plenty of show left to come.
Yeah, it's like anime wow. It's supposed to be like wow, like wake the fuck up. We gotta watching the show,
Okay, well, how about we? I'm gonna have to put your name down on the swear jar list. You now owe the show $2 for your cursing.
Yeah, but that.
You know what? That was a well-timed sound effect.
Yeah, it was not bad. Oh, careful, James.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the introduction of the sound effects, the farts were coming in just horrible. Now, I'm not opposed to it. I think it's great. I think it's funny. You're coming in pretty ill-timed, right? All the fart noises came beneath dialogue.
It's pretty had, but I'm just gonna say one thing here, James. That sound ain't on the soundboard.
Oh wait, are you saying that you have gas and you're passing gas?
Yeah, call me Michael Winslow because I'm doing some real Foley work in here.
But from your rear end.
Yeah, let's just say I'm went to Juilliard for the trumpet.
I'm very bothered with myself that made me laugh. I'll tell you that much. Before we move on, I had promised you that we would get to know each other. Now, our previous guest lives in Little Italy. Where do you live?
Me, straight out of Jersey, James.
Oh, you're from New Jersey?
Yeah, straight out of Jersey. Straight out of Jersey. James having fun out here. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Quebec.
What's your mother's maiden name?
McGee.
Maiden?
Yeah, McGee.
MCGE?
Yeah, that's correct.
Ah, very nice, James. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, maiden name, check. And your Wi-Fi password?
I'm not going to give you my... So wait, your way of deduction is to try to figure out my Wi-Fi password based off of personal information. This is what's happening.
What am I trying to do? Look, I'm just a tech. What are you insinuating something that I'm trying to get dirt on you and something?
Well, I think so. Yeah, it sounds like you're really obsessed with my Wi-Fi password.
Hey, James, hold on a minute. Hey, if I were to play this sound, does that ring any fucking bells, huh?
No, it doesn't ring any
That
bells.
doesn't ring any bells, James.
Play it again.
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me that fucking noise doesn't fucking get you something.
Okay,
Sorry
potty
for-
mouth.
sorry
We
for-
can put it into neutral. What's the sound? Let's play that again.
I just played it again. I just played it. What do you think? That sound, does that not, come on, does that not do something to you? You're telling me.
Well, coming in the chat right now, we've got from Sid Rock. Sounds like Jay Dilla. Who's that?
I don't know who the F that is, but let me.
Okay, well, you're learning. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Apologies. To my grandma who's probably watching right now. James, I'm gonna play the sound one more time, and for God's sakes, please, on the Maria, on the Mary Angel, please listen to this, okay?
Well, clearly you're not
You're telling me this effing Hing G'ing noise doesn't?
Is it like sound effects from Grand Theft Auto?
James, I've refused to believe that you don't know what this sound is. This particular sound.
Play it again.
I'm gonna play it one more time, and I'm gonna hit you with another sound, okay? But please don't screw around with it, okay?
Is it a gun being cocked at the end?
Don't listen. Maybe the chat can help you with this one, okay? I don't listen.
Well, yeah, it's people saying Dilla. I don't know who Dilla is.
I can't believe it. I'm a loss for words. I can't believe it, James. I'm having a loss for words.
You know what? Let me take this opportunity to apologize for not knowing your 2-second sound clip.
Listen. When you know, and maybe you can check the chat and they can help you out. All right.
Yeah, I did check the chat. It's all this Dilla. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, all right,
I've never been taken so off course due to a sound clip in my whole life. I've never even thought I'd say the word Dilla, let alone the 5 to 6 times that I have.
All right, James. Well, listen, I don't want. Listen, I'm here to make sure that you get a great show, and I'm here to make sure that happens. I'm sorry if I derailed some things. All right, just one last thing before I go. The first 3 digits of your social security number, please.
Yeah, no chance.
Oh boy, James. All right. Well, I did my best, and yeah, I hope you have a great show. I don't want to derail things. I hope we got another guest, right? A great guest.
Yeah, we have another guest. I'm glad you know that. We're going to move on to our next guest in just a matter of moments. Before we do that, we will, of course, be back when? This coming Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or perhaps you're coming to us from the West Coast when the show will happen at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Who's going to be here? Dave Kaufman. After that, I don't know. Going to spend my weekend booking the show, but certainly will be a good show. Let's engage with the chat for just a moment. Coming in from High Score Run, James only knows Dad Rock. Well, comparatively to what we just heard, yes, that is correct. I also would like to say hello to the real Andrew McKay. McKay? No, it's McKay, right? In any event, it's good to see you. Thanks for watching the show. We got to get you on here at some point. Let's do it. What's stopping us? Just me. I book the show. I will touch base about that. Let's welcome our next guest. I don't know his whereabouts. I don't know what's going on, but let's get him in here. He is Carmen Rose's twin brother. Let's welcome Conor Rose to the show. I'm all rattled. I'm rattled here. Conor? Oh.
Hey, James.
Conor, you're still in the closet, buddy.
Yeah, back in the closet, actually, if we're being really accurate.
Okay, so you've been stuck in this closet for weeks now.
2.5 weeks.
2.5. We had made a deal where I was going to help you get out. I was going to go to the Mile End. And then you said, James, don't worry about it. So I assumed that you had found a way out. What the heck happened?
Okay, so I wrote the email to Cordelia, the girl I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, like, Cordelia, you have to stop sending me naughty pictures.
Right. So just as a reminder for people who don't know, Cordelia has been sending you naughty pictures online.
Yeah.
All right.
So I said, like, Cordelia, you're not my girlfriend. I can't keep like interacting with you like this. Please just stop. Listen, I know you have a copy of my house key. Please give it to my friend James. He's gonna help me get out of this closet.
Yeah. And I don't know any of this up to this point.
No, I just was like I was trying to get her to communicate with you to give her my key.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, she was like, don't ask your friend James, like, I'll just let you out. Like, it's fine, like, I'll just let you out.
Okay.
Doesn't have to come all the way to the Mile End. So I was like, okay, great. And so she came over and she let me out.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this is where things get a little sticky, James.
Okay. Now, when you say sticky, what do you mean?
Well, okay. So I met the beautiful Raquel last week.
Right.
And we really hit it off. Like, I don't know if you felt it, but like sparks were flying between us.
Well, if we're being honest, I thought you were absolutely smitten.
Yeah, and like so is she. Like, I feel like it was just like like a soul connection.
Well, I'll tell you this, Connor. Raquel was supposed to be here tonight. Unfortunately, she had something come up, but she told me she was really looking forward to talking to you again.
James, that makes me feel really good. And well, the truth is, like, Raquel, like, she kind of was encouraging me to get a tat.
Wait, Raquel was encouraging you to get a tattoo?
Yeah, well, she showed us the pasta she had on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
James, have you ever heard of a stick and poke tattoo?
A stick and poke tattoo? Yeah, I have.
It's like a homemade tattoo.
Sure, yeah. I don't know how commonly practiced it is anymore, but
Yeah, well, James, guess what? I found an old needle in my closet and a pen with full of ink. And after her encouragement, I decided that I was going to give myself a stick and poke tattoo, like just kind of like similar to hers.
right. Okay, so you gave yourself a tattoo in the closet?
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm
It's on
very
my
afraid to ask.
it's on my hand just like her noodle.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, do you want to show us? Or is it still in the process of being finished?
It's not quite finished, James.
Well, if you
Unfortunately,
don't want to show us the finished product, I understand.
I mean, I can show you what I have so far.
Okay.
My idea, I'll tell you my idea and like anyways, I wanted to like get something that showed kind of like how strong I was.
Sure.
So I had this idea to have like a cloud with like a fist popping out of the cloud holding a like a dumbbell, like a weight.
Well, I didn't know that you worked out.
Yeah, James, like I'm
We've
on the
never really talked about you being strong. It's not something that would have occurred to me.
well, like I'm on the community soccer team and
Sure.
I play saxophone, so like both those things you kind of need to be pretty strong for.
The saxophone?
Yeah, it takes a lot of finger muscles.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't have assumed that, but okay, so you've got a tattoo of a fist punching through a cloud holding a dumbbell.
Well, I only got the cloud and the fist down because I ran out of ink, so I don't have the dumbbell.
Okay, so it's
I'll
a
just show it to
fist.
you. Like
Yeah.
so there's the cloud, and there's the arm with the fist, and like the dumbbell's supposed to go through right here.
Do you want to bring that a little closer? Now, just hold that there. That's a fist
So
punching through a cloud.
here's the cloud, and then there's the arm with and there's the fist, and the dumbbell is supposed to go through here. I'm gonna like finish it once I get more ink.
That's a pretty powerful punch. There's a lot of forearm in that.
Yeah, well, it's like I can like one day I can show you the inspiration photo I have.
Yeah.
for it.
There was an inspiration to this. There's a photo that looks like that.
Yeah, actually, so James, I know this is like it's a kind of a roundabout way to tell my story, but I got out of the closet. I had time to.
So you did get out.
Yeah, Cordelia came over and she let me out.
Okay.
I had time to charge my phone, take a shower, shave. I made a beef chili, and
You did all of that? Made it beef chili.
yeah,
All right.
this is the inspiration, by the way.
Yeah, well, I think it needs some work. Can we do a side by side? Is that possible? Yeah, well, I think I would say you're probably 30% done.
Yeah, like I feel like it's pretty close. It just needs the dumbbell and then it'll be
Yeah.
good. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah, you might want to
And
watch out
then-
for all the Why do you have so many jackets?
James, there's a jacket for every kind of weather, don't you know?
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
So, anyways, James, was that you?
No, that's our new tech, Ricky the Mouse.
Hey, you like that one? You like that one, Connor?
That was really funny.
Yeah, you've never laughed so hard as you have right now.
You know, I got a couple of those. A couple more of those if you like them.
Yeah, they're that was not me. No, that's our tech. He's got a soundboard tonight.
James, it's okay. Listen, I just ate like 3 bowls of my beef chili, so like I understand, you know.
I agree, but that was a sound effect.
Okay, Mr. Shy Guy.
Mr. Shy Guy. It was a sound effect.
So, anyways, James, I had all this time, and then Cordelia, she's just like hanging out in my house,
Mhm.
and like, I'm just so weak. Like, she started taking off her shirt,
Right.
and she was like, Connor, let's like fool around. And I was like, no, Cordelia, I'm not gonna do that with you. You're not my girlfriend.
For people that are here, maybe for the first time, we have to understand that you're not particularly interested in engaging in something physical until she agrees to take it to the next step in this relationship, if we want to call it that, where you both make it official. You want to do something that's more meaningful with someone who you've committed to and they've committed to you.
Yeah, like,
Right.
I want to be with someone who like doesn't run like pull me into an alley when she sees someone she knows across the street. Like,
Oh.
she really, yeah.
Okay, so you said that she started taking her clothes off.
Started taking her clothes off, and she's like, "Let's get like nasty."
She
And
said,
then-
let's get nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And then,
Well, how did you feel? Were you feeling conflicted?
oh, so conflicted, James.
Yeah.
And like, I was also like, I had indigestion, and like, you know what else was probably happening?
What do you mean?
James. James, was that you again?
It's not me.
Stop.
It's the tech.
James, just admit it. It's fine.
There's nothing for me to admit.
Listen, if you were in here in this closet with me right now, you'd know that there would be nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, well, a couple things. I don't think I would ever be in the closet with you. It seems very unlikely that one person got locked in a closet twice, let alone two people. I promise, Connor, I would admit if I was passing gas.
Okay, James. So she starts undressing me, and then she sees the tattoo.
Oh, she began undressing you.
Yeah.
Right,
And she sees the tattoo.
right. The fist.
Yeah. And she's like, Connor, what's that? And I explained what it was, and I like couldn't lie. I was just like, I met this girl on James's show. She has a tattoo. She likes men in turtlenecks. That's why I changed into a turtleneck, by the way.
Right.
And then Cordelia was like, "Who's this girl?" And she like got into like a rage like I've never seen before, James.
What kind of rage? What did her behavior suggest?
She picked me up off the ground and she threw me over her shoulder.
Wait, how big is Cordelia?
She's like pretty like sizable person.
So how tall? Just give me a ballpark estimate.
Like she's like a little taller than Miss McConnell was.
Miss McConnell was quite tall.
Yeah.
So are we saying 6 foot 6'1", 6'2"?
7, 8.
What?
7 or 8 or something. I don't know.
It's now 6'7" or 7 foot or 8 foot.
No, like close to 7 feet.
So okay, so Cordelia is almost 7 feet tall. She became so enraged at your tattoo because you had been talking to Raquel that she picked you up and threw you over her shoulder.
Yeah, and she threw me right back into the closet.
So Cordelia locked you in the closet and left with the key?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that.
It's okay, James. It's actually not so bad in here. Like it's pretty roomy and like I have all I need. Like she threw in like my Tupperware full of chili, so I have that to eat for a while.
Right. Well, Connor, I'm still happy to come over and let you out of the closet. No one deserves to be thrown into a closet. No one. But if I may.
James, I would love that, but here's the thing, like there's no way you're getting my key from her.
Okay, well, why don't we call, I don't know, a locksmith or the landlord?
Yeah, I told you my family locksmith is out of town.
What was his name again?
Mr. Bruno.
Mr. Bruno is, of course, in Florida. He's a snowbird.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we can talk to the landlord.
Yeah, he lives in Little Italy, actually.
Okay. Well, look, how about after the show, you and I communicate and we see what we can do about getting you out of the closet?
Well, that would be so great, James.
Look, I don't want to stir the pot, but can I suggest something?
Yeah.
It's fair to say that Cordelia was upset that another person had caught your eye, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it must mean that she has some type of feelings towards you to be that jealous. Jealous enough to throw you over her shoulder and then into a closet.
You think so, James?
Well, I think that there's clearly something going on, but I would also suggest that Cordelia is a problematic giant.
Yeah, you don't want to anger her, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, in the chat right here, High Score Run has suggested that this Cordelia is as big as Zdeno Chara, formerly of the Boston Bruins, currently with the Washington Capitals.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you're saying she's as big as Zdeno Chara?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, what do you think about that? I know I'm laying a lot on you right now.
Well, I mean, like, it's kind of satisfying to know that she would have feelings for me because, as far as I'm concerned, she just like thinks of me as like a piece of meat.
Yeah, no one deserves to be treated that way.
No. and like she abuses her power when it comes to me. Like she knows that the effect she has on me,
Sure.
and like that's not very nice.
It isn't very nice. Yeah. And you're a nice guy and you deserve someone to be nice to you.
Yeah, James.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you this, but would you like to hear maybe some good news?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Connor, I don't know if you're familiar, but you know how sometimes on the show we do birthday episodes for people that appear on the show pretty regularly?
Yeah, I saw Dimitri had a birthday episode.
Yeah, Dimitri, Dave, Carla, Steph. I even had a birthday episode.
Oh yeah, I think my sister was on that.
She was, yeah. In any event, Connor, when's your birthday?
March 16th.
March 16th. It's coming up.
Yeah, less than a month.
Yeah. Now, that's a Tuesday, but we've got shows on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What if I told you we were planning a happy birthday Connor episode? Oh. Never has a positive sound effect been so ill-timed. Connor, you you okay, buddy?
James, that is the nicest thing anyone has ever said or done for me.
That's the nicest thing ever?
James, like, listen, growing up, I never got a birthday party.
Really?
Yeah, well, because I'm twin brothers with Carmen Rose, so it was always like Carmen and all of her friends, and no, I didn't have any friends, so they just made all the birthday parties for Carmen, and I was
Right.
just like one of the guests.
Yeah, you were a guest at your own birthday?
Well, because it wasn't my party, it was like, happy birthday, Carmen. Like,
Right.
so to have like one of my true friends make me a birthday party,
Yeah.
is, like the most like nicest.
Well, okay, well, how about this? Who do you want to be at the birthday? I'll write the names down now and I'll do what I can to make it happen. You tell me.
Okay, Raquel,
Sure.
Taylor,
Okay.
I mean, Alex seemed really nice.
You liked Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else?
Dave,
Sure. Yeah.
Dimitri,
Mm-hmm.
Andy,
Sure. So this is a lot of guests.
Sid,
Sure.
Steph,
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Barnwell,
Sure.
oh,
Wait, you know Thomas Barnwell? When did you guys cross paths?
you know, like on the internet. Oh, my friend Donuts.
Donuts.
Yeah.
You have a friend named Donuts?
Yeah. I don't know if they're a man or a woman, but they wrote to me on Instagram. They actually
Mhm.
wrote me a message this week.
Okay. Well, yeah, your Instagram is quite popular.
Yeah, James, I have over 50 followers.
Yeah, and you always follow back.
Always.
All right.
Follow at Conor Rose coming up Conor Rose, not .com. It's just at coming up Conor Rose.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could launch a website. That could be a fun birthday treat. A Conor Rose website. Maybe we put a flash game on there.
What's a flash game?
We'll you know what? Once we get off air, I'll let Ricky the Mouse tell you about it. He's the tech whiz of the show.
Okay. James!
It's not me, Connor. It's not me.
That time for sure was you.
No, it for sure wasn't. That's a soundboard.
James, we've been friends for long enough. After spending enough time with each other, I think we could differentiate each other's fart sounds.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to take the L on this one. That was not me. But it was still funny.
The lady doth protest.
What lady? All right. Well, Connor, look, once we get off air, I'm going to coordinate with you. We're going to get you out of the closet. Let's try for tomorrow, okay? But you have enough chili?
Yeah, I have tons of chili. Hey James,
Yep.
you want to hear how I make my chili?
Okay, yeah, we have a bit of time.
So I got the butcher to make like one piece, a giant beef piece
Yeah, you got a beef piece?
from the back, from the thigh, like a beef thigh.
Yeah.
I put it in a pot. I put green beans and half a cup of chili powder. And then I fill it with water. And I stick it in the oven at 450 degrees for 35 minutes. James, it's the best bowl of chili you'll ever taste.
I tell you what, Connor, how about one day you and me, I'll show you how to make chili the James way.
Okay, James, we could have a chili off.
Yeah, we can have a chili off. I'll even show you how to make a cup of coffee.
We could have a coffee chili off.
Yeah, we can have a coffee chili off. Well, Connor, look, hang tight. We're going to get you out of there, buddy. It's nothing but bright skies ahead for you. February, we can say F you to February.
Yeah, what a month.
What a month. Well, Connor, thanks so much. Anything you want to say to the people before we say goodnight to each other?
Just like, hey everybody, like thanks for watching, and James, like thanks so much for making a birthday party for me. Like I can't even think about it.
The pleasure's mine because you deserve it.
Thanks, man.
Bye, Connor. Have a good night.
Bye.
Well, folks, that is our show. It is sped by in at least record time if we're talking about recently. Before we say goodnight, let's check in with tonight's tech, Ricky the Mouse. Ricky, are you there?
James, what an incredible show you did today. Good for you, buddy. You're a real pro.
Yeah, you were having a lot of fun with those fart sounds.
Oh, buddy, maybe I ate a little too much of the kind of chili. I'm tooting up my stomach, buddy.
Okay, yeah. So again, you're just trailing off there. So just to confirm, were those fart sounds you or sound effects?
Well, if it is sound effects, they'd all sound the same there, James.
Yeah, I suppose so. So you're saying that you were just passing gas into your microphone?
Careful, here comes another one.
What are you in the shower?
Taking the shower.
Yeah, boy, you taking the show from the shower?
Taking it. Boy, James. What do you want me to say? I'm a real stinky yay. I was taking a little shower there, James.
Yeah, well, before we let you go, Ricky the Mouse, let me ask you, how do you think you did tonight on the tech? I was, as much as I'm shocked to say this, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Well, Dimitri really showed me the ropes, and I think I did a pretty decent job. And
well, where can I ask you? Where is Dimitri tonight? Why did he take the night off and not tell me?
James, don't ask questions like this. You wanted to know where he is. Don't ask where he is.
If I wanted to know where he is, don't ask where he is.
Let's just say that Dimitri's being taken care of by top men, James. Top.
So he took the night off because he needed to be taken care of by top men.
Yeah. Let's just say that Dimitri's a little preoccupied.
What's that now?
Hey, James. Dimitri's preoccupied. So don't ask too many questions. Or
you want to say that just one more time?
I don't understand. You're not hearing me right now, James?
Well, yeah, I'm hearing you. I just don't think I'm understanding you. I'm hearing Dimitri is, and then you kind of trail off into a parade of garble.
Dimitri is preoccupied.
Dimitri is preoccupied, so he's busy tonight.
Yeah.
All of that to say he's busy.
He's a little bit. I don't understand, James. Are you my friend or not?
No. I don't know you. Why would I be your friend?
Hey, you like salmons. Hey, like these sandwiches. I just load you
Yeah,
in.
I love that sandwich. That was from the
Hey, like
from the
these
Price is
sandwich.
Right.
Anyway, James, I'm not going anywhere. The chat really liked me tonight, so I think that I don't know. I might keep Dimitri. I don't know, all tied up. Let's just say.
Yeah. The chat seems to be overwhelming praise for Ricky the Mouse, which I don't know. I don't know what that says about Dimitri, but there's something to examine at a later date.
I mean, I could take a hike. There's a couple of other Twitch shows that would, die for my services, but I
Yeah,
could
there's a couple other Twitch shows that would die. They would die for your services.
I didn't say die, James.
You said die moments ago. You said die. You said there's a couple other Twitch shows that would die for my service.
Okay, now you're mocking me. You're real mongoose. You want to come at me, James? I come through your screen and I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
it.
fine.
Open
Yeah, I
it.
don't want to cause any tension, especially if you're part of the tech team now. All the other technical directors have free reign to incorporate anyone they want who they think would be a benefit to the show. And I will tell you, I thought the sound effects were funny tonight, so everything worked out better than I would have initially expected as we say farewell to February.
Wow,
Is that fair?
That's totally fair, James. You know what? I'm real happy to be part of the crew, and I can't wait to evolve the show with you. And once again, go, Italia. I can't wait. They got a great thing this year. And James, from the bottom of my head, you're a real nice guy. You're an absolute pro out there. And I'll be sending good wishes to Papa D'Onofrio and letting them know that this relationship is going to be quite fruitful, you know?
All right. Well, thanks, Ricky. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone now.
All right. Hey, James, I got one more thing to say. Take a listen to this one. Oh my God.
Well,
Oh my God.
that was in the shower, right? That was in the shower. You know, it's not often that I do this show and I am without speech. There were two moments. That was the first one, that sound effect. Prior to that, when Ricky the Mouse said, go, Italia, they've got a good one this year. What does that mean?
James,
What does that mean?
blow a hole in my goddamn trousers. Oh, sweet Jesus, Maria.
Are you still here, Ricky?
I'm still here. I'm sorry about that. All right. I'm going to clean myself up. God bless you, James. You're a real pro. Take it easy.
Yeah, well, coming in from the chat right now, quote, he farted. I can't even read this. He farted so bad, his truck started. Now, maybe I should engage with the chat. Is this what happens in the chat? That stuff that's so funny happens in the chat. I've been missing it this whole time. Look, I want to thank everyone in the chat tonight, whether it was Nathan Van Horn, Sid Rock, my buddy Andrew, High Score Run, Naive Adventures, whether you were lurking or not. Thank you for making this show lively. I also want to thank Conor Rose. We're going to get you out of the closet, buddy. Alex Brown, to be known. What was the nickname I gave her? Downtown Alex Brown, leather clad, always bad. So much to look forward to. Spring will be springing so shortly. I want to thank you for the week that was. Welcome to the weekend as we say goodbye to tonight's show. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Keep on watching. Until then, I'm James, you're you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.